Mm. Hey guys, welcome to a random all signs. Hey Shauna, I hope my connection is good to do this. Hi Christina, hi Shauna, hi JB, welcome in. Don't forget to hit the like as you come in. Hey House of G, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. So of course I brought a tarot deck with me. Of course. Hi Stellium. Of course I did. Of course. I only bought one deck though, guys. So it's raining here in the Midwest. How's it there? Hi Mel. Hey beloved. The weather's pretty sort of mediocre over here where I'm at. Hi Alessandra. Hi Pringles. So I need to ask a favor, guys. Can one of you timestamp for me? Because I'm working with limited resources. If anybody can, I would greatly appreciate you. We're literally just coming on here and doing a random one. I'm in Turkey. So I'm in Europe right now. All right. So this is going to be random messages. One of my favorites. What's everybody doing? Oh, you was there. How did you like it? This is my first time here. Do you know what? The food is actually, I was starving hungry and I had to order something. So I ordered like a mixed grill and it was so good. Like the portions are huge. I ordered, if I tell you, I couldn't even finish. The food is still there. I ate like maybe a quarter and that was it. Istanbul. Yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am. It's lovely here. All right, so can someone do some timestamps for me? Please. Because I may need to, like, if I've got the time, go back and try to do this. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate you. We're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. This is going to be a one deck. I've only got one deck. So one deck straight to the point, wherever flows, whatever goes. Okay. I've got some time. And before I chill out, I'm just doing this for you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like. Please and thank you. I'm here shuffling this deck 10,000 times. Thank you, Shauna. Yeah, I've been making an extra effort with my skincare. So that means a lot to me, that compliment. Especially with the climate where I live as well. Like in the UK, it is not good for the skin a lot of the time. All right. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate you. Let's start with Aries. Starting with Aries. Okay, Aries, what do you need to know at this time? Timestamps will be pinned at the end of this live. Okay, Alessandra's got the timestamps for me. Thank you. We have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Messages for Aries. We've also got the Six of Wands. We're just getting straight into it, guys. Aries, there could be like an energy here at work where someone is trying to outshine you or do better than you. This looks like competition energy, but it's becoming very blatantly obvious to you that this person is doing this, all right? The Two of Cups. Page of Swords. This could be somebody who's kind of trying to get close to you to, I want to say, infiltrate you in some sort of way. Be aware of fakery, especially where it comes to someone wanting to initiate some sort of bond at your workplace. This looks like workplace drama. I do feel like someone deems you as very, very successful at this time. This really does look like stability-wise, finances, some sort of goal that you're working towards, or something here where your how well you're doing is being highlighted, how well you're doing. This doesn't look like love. Okay, just to give you a little snapshot of what we're reading here, Aries. It kind of looks like this is something here where someone sees that you are successful. Someone does not like the attention that you get from others. This could be like recognition for doing a good job. This could be like clientele coming to you. Say you work in an environment where, you know, you have a client base. You could be called by name, like, I want the Aries. I don't want that person. I want the Aries. No offense to them, but there's something here about someone having a preference, or people having a preference to come to you. This could be about business as well. So it could well be that you are stealing some sort of clientele from someone just because you do your job well and they don't like it. Be aware of someone befriending you in order to try and control some sort of narrative where it comes to an image. All right. This looks heavily work to me. This is about how well you're doing with your business, your work, how stable you're looking, how good you're coming across. So keep doing what you're doing. All right. Keep doing what you're doing. What's going to happen with this individual if this is resonating for Aries? What's going to happen? The Magician card and the Five of Pentacles. They're manifesting lack for themselves. Be careful who you try to compete with, because sometimes, come love no money, your pursuit of trying to compare yourself to others, it doesn't go well. So this is like someone trying and failing at knocking you off a square or trying to come off better than you, and they would do themselves a better justice to just be themselves. And what someone doesn't see is that they're going to be meeting some sort of blockage here down to trying to copy you or trying to infiltrate you. It's giving infiltration energy, possibly copying how you speak, how you move. They want to be like the Aries. This looks like admiration. Aries, what about love? Temperance, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Someone could be waiting for you to return, Aries. This could be a Gemini or a Cancer that feels lost without you. Nine of Wands. If there's been silence between you and a Gemini or a Cancer, could also be a Pisces. They're starting to think that something is not going to come back around, or something is done for good. Especially if you fell out with someone, they're getting nervous. They're getting nervous. This could be somebody who's about to play nice with you and try to come in and cooperate, because they feel like maybe you're going in an opposite direction, is what I'm seeing, Aries. They're very jealous over you, who you could be talking to. And this could be anybody. This looks like possessive energy, Aries. They don't want you talking. Yeah, They don't want you talking to people. Now, definitely romantic, but this kind of looks like it's kind of spread over. Like this could be like people that you socialize with. It gives possessive. All right. This could be a Leo, could be a Cancer, a Gemini, maybe a Sagittarius for some of you. And this is somebody trying to strategize how they can kind of weasel their way back in. What are you doing? The Fool, the Five of Cups. You may be putting on quite a good face where it comes to, maybe if you're not speaking to somebody here, you could be hiding some sort of sadness or disappointment to do with a person, a situation, but you're not really showing it. And that could also be scaring this person or making them worried about the fact that you are going elsewhere. All right. Strength card. If someone was playing a mind game with you, I feel like they're more burdened than you. It's kind of backfiring on this person. So this looks like a battle of like a standoff or a battle of the wills. Who's going to crack first? And I do feel like this person has been purposefully holding back from you, whoever this is. They're going to make a decision to reach out. And this, I don't know what this is about flexing. So they're going to be going from not really doing too much towards you, Aries, to want to flex, want to show you that they're attractive. They have this. This could be somebody who's very materialistic or someone who prides themselves on their belongings. So don't be surprised if they come forward and they're saying, oh, look at this that I bought. And for you, that might not necessarily be the thing for you or something that you find attractive, but somehow they feel like you could be looking in another direction. And that could be a way to kind of get your attention. Yeah, someone's stressed out, okay? Someone's stressed out. Overall, keep doing what you're doing. I see you playing, I don't want to say playing a role. I just kind of see you, bear with me guys, because I'm very tired. It's been a very long day. I kind of see you feeling sad, upset about something, and playing it off as though you are not, like you couldn't care less. So there could be that kind of going on, and it's stressing someone out. If your aim is to stress someone out, I definitely feel like you are doing that. Okay, don't come for me. All right. Don't come for me in the comments. Okay. Hi, Laylee. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. Don't forget to hit the like. Thank you, Alessandra, for doing the timestamps for me. We're going to move on, all right? So that was Aries. Moving on to Taurus. All right, what's going on for my Taurus peoples? What's going on for my Taurus peoples? I hope everybody's good. Personal readings are closed, by the way, guys. So I will open again in May. I need to mention it because I've still had people reach out to me about personal readings as well. And I've had to say, like, my hands are tired because I'm going to be so busy. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot card, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah, there's someone intimidated by your success, Taurus. You could be doing extremely well for yourself. I had this the other day for a sign. I don't remember if it was Sagittarius. Sagittarius just came in my head. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have a Sagittarius prominent placement. I'm hearing Sagittarius, okay? I believe it was Sagittarius I got in the all signs that bought a new car. Someone could be buying a new vehicle, all right? Someone's intimidated. They feel like you're sort of flashing it about here. They could feel like you're flexing. That's their perception, by the way. And they don't like it. It's making them feel small or feeling like they're inadequate in some sort of way. This could be a masculine earth sign that maybe you've moved away from. You could be blocking this person, but they're seeing that you're getting attention elsewhere. Now, when I say attention, don't immediately think that I'm talking about romantic unless I specify, right? Because attention can come in many forms. It could be that your platform's going well and people are kind of, you know, showing you some attention, likes, following, so forth. It could be that you're putting out your business and people are, there's traffic coming to your website. It could be that you've had an increase in sales, you've done business for a while, all of a sudden over the course of a month you sell more than what you have in however many months it's been. Attention in every sense of the word. And I don't know why I feel the need to clarify that, but I feel like it's other attention. Someone might assume that you're getting romantic attention too. I don't know who this is to you right now, though. Let's see. Who is this Page of Pentacles? Page of Swords. You see? Did you see? I nearly slipped and said Page of Swords. Look who comes. Page of Pentacles was here. And I was going to say, what about the Page of Swords? And here we go. I don't know if you can see that. Is the lighting too bright? Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Someone's watching you. The Judgment. Ten of Swords. You really shatter someone's ego. Did you know that? An earth sign, an air sign, a masculine. Someone feels inadequate, emasculated. Like if this is a man, they feel like a boy in your presence. And they're jealous of you too. Six of Swords. The King of Pentacles. When I tell you with the Judgment card, someone feels that they look over at you and they feel like they got to go and fix their life. Especially if this is a man, an earth sign male, for some of you. With the King of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, someone feels like they need to go off and fix their life or come back and do better or something. Is this person even coming in your direction though? Because at the moment, I'm just seeing them feel like they don't match with you, or you're outshining them in some way. Where are they going? Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Swords. You could be dealing with someone here, Taurus, who... One second. You could be dealing with someone here, Taurus, who always feels like they have to sort of do things backdoor. I don't know if someone shies away from hard work. Because this person is seeking a level of elevation in their life. And this looks like the type of person who will do everything but go the long way or go through it. You know, everything but take the steps that are needed in order to acquire whatever XYZ at the end of it. This kind of looks to me as someone wants things fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And of course, it doesn't work that way. You have to work. You have to do every step. Otherwise, something's going to be faulty, right? With the Tower. Someone could be kind of used to, I want to say, cheating the system. With the Hierophant card and the Seven of Swords. If there's a loophole, this person's going through it. If there's a way to jump over, they're going to jump over. If there's a way to like not even show up at all, they will. But they want the accolades. This is someone who wants the accolades. They want to be seen as this King of Pentacles person. But the choices that they make, they're looking at you. You could be very legit. That's the point that I'm trying to make. They're comparing themselves to you, but the way that you get to your success is completely different. You and them are not the same. Your mindset is very different. You wouldn't think, oh, I want this job, so I'm going to lie on my resume, lie on my CV to get in the door. Of course, CVs, resumes, you're going to amplify the truth, of course. You know, put a little... word it in a little bit of a way, but you're not going to lie. You're not going to do things to kind of like just get in the door, but you never did that. You never had that experience. You never did that before. Do you know what I mean? Like there's something very loophole-ish about someone that you're dealing with. This could very much be somebody who is at your job. This person watches you closer than what you think. You may feel like they're not watching, that they are. For some of you, it's a family member, a Leo, a Virgo, someone who watches you very closely. They've been in your company. I don't know if you frequent somewhere together, or you meet at family gatherings, or you know this person through someone else. A significant fire sign could be significant here. I said significant twice. But this is someone who watches you very, very closely. They have some sort of access to see what you do, or at least hear about what you do for someone else. They're not happy about where they're at in life. They feel like they should be a lot more further along in life. 10 of Pentacles definitely could be family. Someone could also have some sort of pressure to impress their family as well. Say this is someone like a cousin that you're related to. This is someone who wants to do things before you get to them first. You know, there's definitely a competition here. But this is someone who's avoiding doing the work. They don't want to do the work, all right? They just don't. But they're very intimidated by you. They feel like they need to make a change or boss up in some way. The Justice, the Magician card, the Knight of Pentacles. The thing is, I feel like someone is really overlooking the fact that, Taurus, you work really, 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 really hard for what you have. And a lot of people do that. They see the success. They see the boss status. They see the up and stuck energy with the Knight of Pentacles. But they don't see the blood, sweat and tears. Do you know what I mean? They don't see the nights when you were stressed out, wondering about this, that, and the third. You know, there's something here about putting it into perspective. And again, you would find that people who tend to be one-track minded, where they want quick results fast, they don't really, if they can choose, I mean, who likes hard work? But at the end of the day, you come to realize that hard work, there's a lot of reward at the end when you put in the hard work. And I feel like someone here is, they're very one-track minded. They're very one-track minded. They want boss-like status. They don't want to do boss-like things to get there. They want to look over at you, envying you, feeling small in your presence when you're actually putting in the work. I feel like you're very different to someone. This Virgo, this Sagittarius for some of you. For some of you is a family member that you have in your energy. I didn't really get love for that, to be honest, but it could well be. Take it as it resonates. But someone wants to outshine you in some sort of way, but you and them are not the same. You don't possess the same energy. You understand that if you want something, you're going to have to work hard. That belief could have been instilled in you from a very young age. You wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You could have been definitely taught to work for the things that you have, and you have to earn the things that you have. You know, it's giving that energy. Even if you came from the same background, I don't know, someone likes quick results, fast results. But the thing with that is, whatever it is that they're thinking that they're going to get quick, fast, and in a hurry is going to fall apart. All right. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Alessandra. I'm going to try not to spend too long on these. Hi, the golden child. Hi, everybody. Don't forget to like the video. So I've done Aries, I've done Taurus. We are moving on to Gemini. All right. Taurus is done now. We're moving on to Gemini. Those of you who have just joined. Gemini, what do you need to know? Random message. The Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Messages for Gemini. The Six of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Cups. This is an interesting message. Gemini, I feel like there is an energy here of you getting out of a funk. Okay. This is sadness. This is disappointment. This could very much have something to do with a past situation that had you stuck in your head, emotionally speaking. You was all tied up in a bundle here over something or someone. And I definitely feel like there is a disappointment that was that had a very big effect on you. You may even still have those feelings or those days of feeling like you're still down in the dumps. But overall, there is a pick up myself type of energy, and you're wearing it very, very well. So some of you could be really persevering with your healing at this time, especially in regards to a love situation. You're seeing things from a different perspective, and it's making you invest in your thoughts differently. Does that make sense? So, for example, if you would be one to sit reminiscing about the past, maybe when you see that those things are sort of creeping into your head, you might do something that's beneficial. You might go for a walk, you might go for a run, you might go and tidy up, organize your house, whatever it is. Whatever it is doesn't really matter, but there's a healthy distraction that you're using in order to get over something. Okay. Let me not focus on the chat because I'll be distracted. Now, I don't know, some of you have already gone past this energy. Some of you are about to move into this, what I'm about to talk about. So there's definitely an energy of you holding onto your resources and what you're building for yourself. Some of you may have been hurt so much, so badly in a past situation. You're adamant that, you know what, when I get myself back together, when I put my pieces back together again, I'm going to put them back differently. And not only am I going to put them back differently and piece myself back together in a different way, because you could have gone through multiple things, and this was just one of those things that may have hit you in a different way. It hit different this time or something like that. This could have something to do with a Cancer from your past, or a Scorpio that you was very upset about, a Pisces, water sign. For some of you, you're heavily dealing with a water sign, and a lot of you are making some sort of pact with yourself that when you do get to that point where this is totally sort of cleared out of your energy, or it's more cleared out than what it is right now on your journey of healing, you are adamant that some sort of stability, good stead, good standing, I want to say focus too, is not going to be broken again. You're putting your pieces back together again, and I feel like this has a lot to do with how you're working on yourself. I do feel like whoever disappointed you, whoever this is about, it definitely could be a water sign, a Scorpio. I don't know where you are in the timeline, but this could be somebody who is planning on coming back to you. Even if this just happened, someone's planning on coming back to you. Why am I saying it in that way? The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Maybe they were always going to come back to you. The Nine of Pentacles. No, I know what this is. This is someone who's going to see you go off and work on yourself and then want back in. They're going to be watching you. I don't feel like this person's taken their eye off you. Wherever you are in the timeline, I feel like there is an energy of someone watching you. They still have feelings for you. I don't know what transpired, but you may have been up in your head about this water sign. And the more you kind of work towards having some sort of motion, the more that this person stresses about not having another chance with you, the less likely it's going to look like you're going to return to their life. Okay. The more you do, the more you move forward, the more you seem to be getting over them, the less likely it is that you're going to reconcile with them, the more stressed out that they get. This is someone who's definitely looking towards you as, maybe I'll come back in the future. Now, if someone needs to sit there, where are we? Gemini. Are we doing Gemini? Yes, we are. If someone needs to sit there and have in their mind that, oh, okay, I'm going to keep my eye on this individual, and if, but, when, then I will come back. I don't know where that sits with you. Because it kind of looks like someone's seeing you grab a footing for yourself, get into a good place. Maybe your health improves. Maybe this is your mental clarity. Your focus improves. And here they come with the Chariot card. When they see you moving on with the moon, when they can't find you, maybe this is you being on D&D, do not disturb. You won't be so accessible. If this was somebody on your list of, you know, the people that can call you at any time in the night, this is not going to be someone that's on that list anymore. And I feel like someone is going to sense the change of you withdrawing, pulling back fully, completely, and moving on blocking them completely, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and then they're going to want to make a decision to come back in and offer the Empress this offer. And let me tell you something, Gemini, you're only the Empress because you're putting your foot down. Isn't that some crazy S? Isn't that crazy? You've become the Empress in this person's mind by actually continuing to move on, move forward, work on yourself, have stability for yourself. That's what's making you an Empress in this person's eyes. Now they see the vision because you're working towards it. But why not just build with this person? What happened in the past? Because I'm nosy. Magician. The Ten of Wands. Because I feel like we're missing something. Nine of Cups. Someone could have been stuck in their ego, set in their ways. This could be somebody who gets a lot of attention from other people. They may have kind of strung you along in some sort of way, wanted you to chase them, wanted you to feel like they were superior to you. Yeah, this is a complete douchebag, sorry. And they still wanted to come back and initiate a relationship with you after the fact. This is like humbling someone to make them feel as though, oh, you're lucky to have me. You're lucky to have me. And now you're going to go off and create boss-like energy for yourself, handle your business, do what you've got to do, the World card. Now potentially something is over. The shoe's on the other foot with the King of Swords. And now you can call the shots. Now you can say, well, no, actually, I feel like I deserve better, you know. Some people will play it like you owe them something, or, you know, you have to like run after their attention or their affection. I don't know. Someone may get a lot of attention and it goes to their head. Like it's gone to their head. Something like that. Anyway, let's move on. We're on Cancer, guys. Thank you, Alessandra, for the timestamps. Hopefully I'm not going too quick. Hi, Ada. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. What's going on for my Cancerians? The Five of Wands. The Seven of Swords. The High Priestess. And the Knight of Pentacles. Someone that's coming towards you is hiding the fact that they're going through drama or chaos in their life. The Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is someone who wants you to see them in a very stable, good light, a healthy light. This is someone who wants you to see them as high vibing, attractive. You know, nothing is going on that is negative. Like there's something here about someone wanting you to feel like they're good with the Magician card, and it's a manipulation, or there's something that they're hiding. Why are we hiding this? The King of Pentacles. This could be about a living situation in their life. Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Something isn't stable in this person's life. This person likes to present themselves as being stable, but their house is in shambles, or their household is all over the place. What's the Three of Cups in the reverse? This person's going through instability. The Two of Pentacles. This could even be someone who's juggling someone that they want to get away from. All right. And they're hiding this. They want to change in their life, but I just kind of feel like they're not closing out something. This could definitely be someone who they live with. What is this living situation? Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. This is a connection that they want to end. They want to move away from something and come towards you. How do you, this could be a new person for some of you. This is someone who wants to impress you. Five of Swords, the Lovers, Four of Cups. They don't want you to reject them, and they feel like if they give you any inkling that something is fishy in their background or something hasn't quite X'd out, then you won't want to know. They could even view you as somebody who is very high value and they want you. I just worry about this background stuff going on here. What's going to happen here? Queen, I was going to say the Queen of Swords, but it's the Three of Swords. Why do I keep mixing up what I'm saying that the cards are? Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups, and the Justice. This person wants to be in a relationship with you, but they have secrets. Watch those type of people there. If they're not going to be transparent with you, I'd go cautious with this. And I do feel like this is you and them, that they want to come together with you and move away from something else. But there's some sort of energy of them not wanting you to see the shrapnel and the disaster that's going on in the background with the Tower. I don't know why that's a thing. Maybe they feel like you wouldn't desire them if they feel like they've got too much going on. Nine of Cups, the Seven of Wands. They could be dealing with somebody who's very entitled, very immature. Someone could also have very, why did I hear wild behavior? Death card, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to have someone here. Now, this could be somebody, if you're already speaking to, this looks like a newer connection. This looks like someone who has seen you. They like what they see. They like what they hear. This could be somebody who sees more of a future with you than whoever it is that they've been dealing with. But I don't feel like this person's completely out of that situation. I got to be honest with you, I don't. And they're hiding it from you. So if you're talking to someone new, things seem to be going well. They do like you. They do feel like you're someone who they want to give an offer to, with the Justice card and the Ace of Cups. But there's a whole thing going on in the background. They could be dealing with somebody with, like I say, wild behavior. This person could crash out a lot. This could be somebody who isn't afraid to take out some hoop earrings, whip off the heels and put their fists up. I'm not even playing with you. This looks like a fighter, man or woman. This looks like someone who will swing on you. So make sure the coast is clear. Okay? No, thank you, whoever you are. Are they married? Are they married? Five of Pentacles. If they are, it's coming to an end, because the Emperor did come out. The Emperor is a married man. The Star, the Emperor and the Empress, they could well be married. They've tried to heal that connection and it's toxic. All right. They could have kids with that person as well. They may have a tie to that situation because of kids and they're trying to end it. But this looks like a very karmic relationship that is hanging over someone. This is like, I know I don't want this. I want something new. But look at the drama that's going on in my life. How am I supposed to peacefully move on when I got all this going on? So I don't know about this. Especially if this is like someone new. They feel like they want to impress you. They feel like they want to put their best foot forward. And I mean, nothing's wrong with that. But it's the rest that they're hiding in the closet. They got a few skeletons back there that they're not telling you about. This could even be baby mama drama, baby dad drama, whatever. Ada's funny. All right, let's move on. Leo. Moving on to Leo. It is hot in this room. I feel like I'm burning up. Leo. The Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Messages for Leo. The Six of Wands in the reverse. We have the Moon and the Six of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Why is this here? So there could be a scenario where there's love in a situation. This could be mutual love, but there's a blockage of other people getting in the way. Someone may really, really want a relationship with someone, but they feel like something is not going to be able to move forward because of some other involvement. They don't feel like success. There's fear around this not being successful. As much as what someone may want this with you, or you want this with them, this could involve a Gemini, a Cancer, a Pisces. This could be family. This looks like family. Okay, 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Family could be causing issues in your relationship with this person. Too many people giving and putting in, and too much Pentacles going on. It's not a two-way. With these cards that I'm seeing here, there's too many people involved in something. All right. 3 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, it ain't a two-piece. Too much Pentacles. Pentacles in the tarot is, you know, abundance. It can talk about money. It can talk about stability, all of those good things. But what I'm seeing here, I don't know why I'm getting it this way. Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of giving there's too many people invested in something where there should be less people. There's 2 people in this dynamic. All right. With the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. 7 of Wands. And you could feel like you're kind of pulling out your teeth to protect your relationship from family. That shouldn't even be a thing. Let me just say that. That shouldn't even be a thing. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. There's more chaos than support for a relationship. There's a group of people that may not want you and someone together. The Judgment and the 10 of Wands. And I do see this having to potentially come to an end, a decision, yeah, with the Sun card. This could even be you that's deciding to end something that's very messy because something isn't changing. You want change, and it kind of feels like the only way to change something is to eclipse something, because staying in the situation doesn't seem to be working. Sadly. This could involve a Leo, a Scorpio, any fire sign, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini. Capricorn. If you get the impression that someone is meddling, it could have caused issues in the past, and this could be like a reoccurring thing. Maybe even a person has tried to reconcile or fix a relationship. This problem has arose again. It's come up again. Like you're having the same conversation with someone, and quite frankly, a lot of you are feeling weighed down and tired of this. It's kind of giving the energy of you're no longer happy, so you're going to have to make a decision based on how you're feeling regarding not being happy anymore about a dynamic. You definitely feel like there's too much involvement, or there's some sort of hold. I don't know who this is that someone has in their energy, but someone could definitely be babied a lot. If this is like a man with the Page of Cups being here, this is somebody who gets treated like a child. They could have a parent that still views them as a child, and they're a big man or a big woman, and that has a lot to do with it. This person doesn't want to let this person go, with the Devil card and the 6 of Cups. They don't want to let go of the past. And when I say let go of the past, yes, for example, let me use me for an example. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. My son will always be my baby, but my son is also going to grow up and be a teenager. You know, my son is also going to grow up and go off and go to college and do all of those great things and be an adult. You know, he's already talking about at his young age, I'm going to come and stay with you sometimes and bring my children to see you. I was like, where did that come from? Slow down, please. We're not there yet. But the point is, you know, there's a transition that happens in life, and some people like to hold on to the past. You really do. I feel like someone in someone's energy doesn't treat them like an adult. That could also be an issue. There's meddling here. Where are you on this, Leo? 5 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. You've tried different approaches with this, okay? You've tried different approaches. You've tried the I'm a stand on business approach with the King of Swords. You may have tried the nicey approach. Let me smile. Let me give grace. I'm a nice person. I'm kind. I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to do too much. But every single time you've been disappointed, haven't you? Every single time. 5 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, someone definitely, I don't know who kind of rules someone or controls someone, but it's very clear to you that maybe you have to go off and do something else. I see you withdrawing from this, moving away. Yeah, I don't really see your involvement here moving forward. You could be hurt because maybe you tried to make this work. Yeah, you again with the Strength card. Definitely something around family. Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I do see you meeting someone new in the future. This could come in really quick. What's this? A warning though, Leo. Be careful of not trying to... Say you meet someone new on your travels, right? And you've just kind of phased out this situation from your life or whatever have you. Maybe you're cleansing your energy. Maybe you're in that limbo of... It's still kind of fresh for you, especially if you've sort of not closed it out fully and you're still sort of in the doorway of the portal of moving on, you know. It kind of looks like someone unexpectedly coming along and you maybe not being ready to immerse yourself in a new situation yet, but because they're there, you might entertain it. So just watch that, because I do see there needing to be like some healing that happens before you do that. In whatever direction you're going, I do feel like you need to kind of deal with the emotions associated with a loss. Now, timelines are a thing. For those of you who this sounds like a past situation, because I've got to mention that as well, this could be that this is an energy that you're phasing out and you are about to meet someone new, all right? And that is the past. You're putting to bed, putting to rest, feeling left out in the cold, or redundant in a situation with the Hermit, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. For those of you who have been by yourself and you went through this and you've had that downtime, I see a couple of options here coming in. Some of you could go for same sex. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy come out. Yeah, now the King of Cups is here. Some of you could definitely go for same sex, all right? If you're a man, this could be for my fellas that go for same sex. Take it if it resonates, all right? There's 4, yeah, there's 4 men here. Some of you definitely, all right? Some of you definitely. But outside of that, I'd see options. If you're a woman, you could have multiple masculine energies coming in if you go for men, all right? If that makes sense. Page of Swords, 3 of Cups in the reverse. I see gang stalking as well coming in the future. Leo, I spent so long on that. I feel like I was there for ages reading that energy. There's gang stalking coming in as well. So whoever is getting in the way of you and someone connecting, or they did in the past, I see them heavily all watching you. A moment of silence. Isn't that weird? Don't you find that weird? So it's like people not wanting a couple to come together, people getting in the way, and then stalking the person who decides that I don't want this, keep it. If it's a man, keep him. If it's a woman, keep her. And they're watching you because you're deciding to leave it alone. That's the next level of weirdo. I'm seeing some of you be gang stalked. I can't lie to you. All right. Ain't nobody got time. Please. They don't want you around. They want you and the person to end. They don't support the relationship. But let me just gang stalk them. Let me just gang stalk because I want to watch and talk and gossip. Like, is there not anything more beneficial to happen in your life than to do that? Like, respectfully so. Let's move on. Virgo. Hi, Christina. Don't forget to drop a like, guys. Virgo, what's going on for my Virgos? Alex. Oh, it makes no sense. It's just weird behavior. Very weird behavior. Virgo, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Moon, the Temperance. Some of you are waiting patiently for something to grow. You could be doing this very hush-hush or silently. For a lot of you, it is something new that you started. You may have started this a while back and you're waiting for a expansion or something to change. Some of you are obsessing over something, all right? Some of you are obsessing over whether you're going to attain something. For some of you, it could have something to do with property or a home as well. This could be like investing in somewhere and you're wanting something to increase or change. For some of you, you've been waiting on a home. I don't know if this is some sort of waiting list for housing or be chosen for something. But I do feel like this is something to do with residence or your forward movement, where you're going to be. And you're stressed out about this. Some of you are obsessing over where you're going to be living, where you're moving to. For some reason, you may not know when this is going to happen, and it's putting you in a weird space mentally. Like some of you are waiting on something and you don't know when it's going to come, but you really want it to come. You've been struggling with this for a while. It looks like a home for a lot of you. You're not happy with the waiting. You've been waiting, you've been waiting, you've been patient. What was graceful patience in the past is becoming restless. Did God forget about me? Where's my spirit team? Like, it's giving that judgment. Some of you need to pipe down a little bit, you know, take a breath. And it's hard when you really want something, that you have to maintain that balance of, you know what, it's going to come in divine timing. There's somebody here also that you don't want to deal with. By the way, before I move on to that, there is a change to whatever you're waiting on. All right. I can't miss that, because that's the conclusion, isn't it? Like, it's right here in the middle. Whatever you're waiting on, eagerly waiting on. Some of you, you're obsessing. I can't get away from it. You're obsessing. Is it going to change? When am I going to get the home? When is it going to grow? When am I going to hear back? Some of you, it's a job. I don't know, but it looks like a home or a living thing to me. You've not been hearing them reach out. Like, you've been waiting. You've not had the message yet. And I feel like it's coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to push you forward. All right. So I do see you easing on that anxiety and kind of waiting, because you're going to get some news about progress. Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, which is a good sign. So it shows me that something is now going to be moving forward after a long time of waiting. Some of you have been waiting for a long time. But even though you've waited a long time, it's amplified your anxiety over sitting there and sort of wondering. This might be something you really need as well, especially if you don't have a home. A living situation could be in jeopardy, or you're at risk of losing in some sort of way. Now, I do feel like there's someone here who you could be blocking that is going to try and get around a blockage. You could have been in a situation where something was very embarrassing for you. What is this energy? Why is this energy coming out like this? We're on Virgo, right? It's like something could have been very humiliating in a group of people. This could very much be like the friends of someone that you were dealing with. Somebody could want to apologize on behalf of their people. This could be their friends. You don't want to hear it though. I do feel like you've left this alone. You could be keeping an eye on the situation, because there could have been a lot that was said about you, and something could have been, like I say, humiliating or embarrassing. You got kind of drawn into some sort of nonsense over here of people talking about you. You heard your name in rooms that you didn't have nothing to do with, kind of thing, but it was in a negative way. And someone wants to clear that up. They may want to like plead their case with you or rebuild with you. King of Cups. What about these people though? Three of Wands. Definitely too many people here. King of Swords. It's like someone wanting to apologize on behalf of their friends or on behalf of people that could have been talking about you or something, in order to rebuild a relationship with you or come back together with you in some way, shape or form. I don't think you want it. You could be somebody here who doesn't necessarily like all of that. You know, you might be low key, for example. You might very much be, you know, some of you are homebodies. Some of you would regard yourself as a hermit. All right, because the Hermit did come out. You would regard yourself as maybe a popular loner, or you tend to kind of keep yourself to yourself. This kind of looks like reserved energy, and you could have been kind of swept into a situation where you got nothing but chaos. There was no reserve. So now looking back on this situation, it's like, how dare you put me through that? Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This could have affected your work or your money, your elevation in some way. You may regret the day you ever encountered this person. And I feel like you're not talking to someone. I don't know why. I feel like this is a swift cut off. You could have cut someone off pretty quickly. It was a no-brainer. You didn't have to sit and think about it. But someone now wants to heal this with you. Ten of Swords. This person knows that they put you through some bullshit, basically. It's not looking good for that person. Interesting energy. They will come back and attempt to apologize to you. I feel like you're very guarded towards that person and that group of people, whoever those people were. It looks like friends. Something was affected in your life from dealing with that individual though. And I feel like that more than anything is where some sort of, I'm never going to go back to that. Like you done something that really did jeopardize some sort of position that I hold, and I hold very, very dear. It's important to me, and you jeopardize that and you embarrass me. No deal. No deal. Hi, Emmanuel. Okay, let's move on. Libra. What's going on for my Librans? Messages for Libra. Timestamps will be available after. The High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. The Eight of Swords. The Temperance. Some of you could have a Pisces that wants a new beginning with you. They're stuck on this idea of having a new beginning. Sagittarius. Are you dealing with the same situation as Virgo? This looks like you've set yourself free from some sort of struggle at the hands of other people. Now I keep getting this group energy. Who's dealing with like a messy group around the love situation? And it kind of looks like a continuation to me. If you have strong Virgo placements or you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo reading could resonate with you. This kind of looks like we've just carried on the story. Energies do flow that way as well. I do believe that energies do flow that way. Yeah, you do have someone here who's looking at you as very desirable, maybe because you stood up to yourself. This is like the energy of going through some mess, really struggling with it, and then not caring about it anymore, and then people admiring you, or someone specific. It could be a water sign, a Sagittarius, a Pisces. Someone specific now regrets it because you actually look very smexy. There's a sexiness about you because you stood up for yourself. Oh, it's kind of like the energy of, oh, Libra isn't a punk because they stood up for themselves. Now I like them. Okay, now I'm attracted to them because they ain't a punk. Five of Pentacles, because they left it out in the cold, because they moved on, because they weren't prepared to put up with something. They're okay to roll alone. There's something here about someone being very, very strong in their own energy. The Hermit rolls alone, but the Hermit is one of the most wise, stable characters. And that wisdom is power. You know, that strength comes from within. There's no outside validation that the Hermit needs. The Hermit is very self-assured in their own right. Okay, so you could definitely be showing that attribute about you. And it's intimidating. The Emperor. They didn't know you was this solid. They did not. By yourself, may I add, by yourself. They didn't know. It would make someone happy to be back in your energy. And I don't feel like you want them. Three of Cups in the reverse. If that Three of Cups comes out one more time, I might just scream. Ace of Pentacles. It's like I don't know, some of you are dealing with a Virgo. It's like someone wanting to apologize or connect with you over some other people that could have spoken about you, slandered you, gossiped about you. And now it's like they want to give you an offer because of the way you stood up to some other people in the background, or how you handled a situation, because you're called to roll alone. Because usually this could be like a bullying situation for some of you. Usually when you get situations where people huddle together in corners to bully one person, or there's a scapegoat type of energy, or people bonding over not liking one person, it's usually down to insecurity, because put those group of people individually on their own and they probably won't be able to stand as strong as what they feel standing in that bullying group of people. Some people need strength in numbers, other people don't, and that's the difference. So Libra, you could really look very, very stable on your own, and this could be some sort of realization that someone is having, that you're actually very, very solid. Not only does it look good, it's genuine. There's like a very authentic feel about this. And you know, you ain't about to sacrifice yourself for a relationship where you have to compete against others, or you're being bullied on top of that. Life ain't about that, okay? No, you shouldn't have to sacrifice yourself or humiliate yourself to be in that position. I feel like someone is really viewing you as, oh, they actually stood up for themselves. It's giving similar energy to Virgo. I don't know if a lot of you are dealing with that type of scenario where there's a group of people, or a bullying situation, or like, yeah, people watching you. But the way that you look to these people is very solid. Now I feel like I'm reading for the collective. It's so weird how the energy is switched. All of a sudden, I feel like multiple people could be going through that. So take what resonates, all right? Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Family being toxic. And that type of thing happens more often than it should. You know, one person on one side, an entourage on the other side. In so many different ways. Workplace, family. Love interest. Very sad. Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. What do you have for Scorpio, Spirit? The Lovers and the Judgment in the reverse. The Strength card. Some of you Scorpios are having second thoughts about a love interest that you feel like you should have held back from. Something could be hitting the fan, Scorpio, with the Tower. But this looks like a lesson that you're going through, or something that you chose to against your better judgment, or you made a decision and it's like you can't really go back on it. Now you got to go through it. This could be in regards to another Scorpio, a Gemini, or a Leo. Eight of Swords, Two of Wands in the reverse, the King of Swords, the Justice. Some of you Scorpios, you feel like you chose wrong. So you could be stuck in your head about that. You could feel like you gave to the wrong person, you gave too much, you overgave, and you should have been more stingy. Especially if someone was one-sided with you, Scorpio, or something was very cold and detached about someone. Yeah, Queen of Cups. This is you that you feel like you should have held back, or you feel like you should have been more reserved. This is like the energy of feeling like the person that you should have been more reserved with, you wasn't, and you was more free-flowing with. Yeah, this could, Scorpio, there could be like you had a choice and you chose wrong, or you feel like you did, or someone feels like they chose wrong. There was two options here, and maybe you bet on the wrong horse, or someone did, and you're thinking about this a lot, or someone to do with you. Someone to do with you. The Tower. Someone's having a massive realization about where they should have settled, or where they should have planted their seeds, who they should have given loyalty to. They gave loyalty to the wrong person. They gave abundantly to someone that they should have been stingy with, and the opposite to another person. Ace of Swords. This is a huge realization for someone. Is this you? For some of you, it's someone who walked away from you. The thing is, someone felt like they may have been walking away into a better scenario, or that they will be doing better after leaving you out in the cold. King of Wands. This could definitely be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But someone was okay with it in the past, you know? The Nine of Cups. Someone was very okay with it in the past. Hermit. Seven of Swords. Someone's doing a lot of thinking in secret. They're not telling anybody that they're having these thoughts though. This is very sort of covert, under the surface thought process that's going on for someone. Someone wants to come rush in and claim you. They regret not putting in more effort, allowing something to fall by the wayside, Scorpio. Who is this person? Five of Swords. A lot of games. The thing is, what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Pentacles, you could have been treated like you weren't it, like you weren't nothing. Someone really made someone feel like that. The thing is, you know, because I feel like you've got someone here who may want to patch something up with you or make it right with you, Scorpio. The only thing that I see that might be wrong with this is if someone felt it fair and just to discard, stamp on, shit on, do all of those nasty things that you can do to a person that they felt like, you know, they didn't owe nothing to. And I mean, no one owes anybody anything, but at the very least, respect and dignity, you know, at the very least, integrity, being courteous. That's free, you know, that don't cost nothing. And I feel like someone showed you a very ugly side of them, Scorpio. Ugly and foul. And I feel like because of that, they've really ruined something. Someone's really ruined something. Now, flip it if you need to, because Scorpio, if this is you, someone looks at you, you've really stained a reputation in someone's head about you, or vice versa. And someone made another person feel like rubbish, crap, trash, point blank, period. And I feel like someone could have went towards something that they felt was better, and it isn't. They're stuck. They're stuck. There's no new beginning there. Ten of Wands. Yeah. I feel like someone really, if they sit and they think about it, because I feel like there's deep introspection that's going on about their own behavior, whoever this is. Someone is unpicking and unpacking why they did what they did, why they act the way that they do, why they move the way that they did or they do. Okay, do and did, past tense, present, however it goes, Scorpio. I feel like it's both and in between too. I do feel like there's something here about someone knows, if they sit and think about it long enough, why it will be very, 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 very difficult to have you invest emotionally in them again. You don't kick someone around like a piece of trash, a tin can that you don't want anymore, and then think that you can backtrack and that person's going to see you the same. It doesn't work that way. And with the Sun in the reverse, the Page of Swords, someone is kind of like sitting in their own, wallowing in their own disappointment over here. And this could be somebody here who, you know, on the deepest, darkest days, they're gonna realize that they need to actually move on because they did too much. They did too much. There is such thing as doing too much sometimes, and that's the limit. It looks like someone really, really pushed the limit with you to the point where, yeah, you just look disgusting to me at this point. I don't know who that is for. Someone really does look ugly to someone else. They really look ugly. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about the rest of it, all right? If you're here, then you know what I mean. Because it ain't all about the outside appearances. Someone has an ugly spirit that someone saw, and that will stick. It's stuck now. Okay, it's stuck now. All right, let's move on. Sagittarius. That was a bit heavy. Sagittarius. Thank you, Alex. We have the Sun in the upright. We have the Moon in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. Someone's coming in to tell you something. Yeah, someone is coming in to communicate. This could be an air sign, Pisces, Cancer, Leo. What are they coming in to say? The Devil in the reverse, that they've changed. Capricorn energy. The High Priestess. The Seven of Wands. They're coming in to tell you something that they didn't want to tell you before. So if this is someone who was moving in a way that you felt like they were hiding something, this is now someone they feel like the time is now to tell you something. They were hiding this before. Yeah, this is someone here who was purposefully holding back the truth. This is about the truth of the matter. And you could have been boggling your brain over what this person wasn't saying to you with the King of Swords. Definitely could be an air sign for some of you. Eight of Wands, they weren't speaking. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Four of Swords, they sat there. What's this about? Eight of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Could be a queen or a king, doesn't matter. The gender's not specific. The Judgment in the reverse. You could have somebody here who put work, their own progress ahead of telling the truth, or there was something that you didn't like about this person, that you were wanting something, you were wanting to hear something, you needed answers, and something just became like something strained. You felt like you were paranoid that they were playing games with you. And I feel like now you've got someone ready to give you some sort of offer. What were they hiding? The Emperor, the Tower. Someone does not like to communicate here, by the way. Someone could have communication issues. This could be somebody who likes to control things. They feel like the best way to maintain control in their own head is to gauge the amount of communication that they give. Even if there's something to be spoken about, they will do it as and when they want to. They wouldn't look at it as though, okay, well, this person is clearly going to go out of their mind and they want me to kind of clarify something. There's very little regard for other people's feelings. And you could have definitely have felt this with this person. And now someone wants to come in and tell everything. There could be something around their work that they weren't telling you. This could be somebody who was working towards a goal and they didn't really care to tell you, oh, I'm working late, I'm focused on a business, I'm doing X, Y, Z. So my question is how much did this person actually value the future of this connection, whoever this is? Someone could be very, very attractive here, and they feel like their looks get them a pass. Yuck. Yuckety yuck, 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 yuck. The Star. But they fancy me. I'm who I am. Like someone is really egotistical, arrogant. Yeah, they could feel like everybody loves them, everybody likes them, so they can kind of like get a pass. They don't have to tell anybody anything because I'm attractive and they will give me a pass. It's giving real arrogance, and they may have sort of saved you for later or kept you waiting in some way. Where are you on this, Sag? Strength card, 8 of Cups, walking away. As you should, to be honest, with the Hierophant card. You could have met this person at work. Some of you, if you met this person at your job, right? If you met this person, I don't mean to point at you, but I'm doing that a lot, I realize. If you met this person at work, you could be moving departments because this person still works there and something has become too difficult for you in the same environment. Could be a situation where you got into something with someone at work, and you could have had a little thing and then something was withdrawn and then they weren't speaking to you, or there was something here about miscommunication, and you could be moving for work. You could be leaving one department, going elsewhere where you're not close proximity to someone. That's not going to resonate for everybody. Not everybody's working with people that they're romantically involved with. You could be ending a contract. You was once very happy in this department or at this workplace. Sorry, I just dropped a card. One sec. Yeah, you was once very happy here, but this situation has kind of taken its toll. That's a person who now wants to come in and tell you everything. Yeah, I just feel like you could be moving in the opposite direction now. But I feel like you could be dealing with somebody very, very controlling. That's how they control situations. They may do that with communication. And this could be somebody that you couldn't take that. You couldn't take the silence. Like, tell me what it is or go away. Giving me a headache. It's like that. Like, tell me what it is. For real, for real. Don't play games with me. Keep me guessing. I'm stressed out. You know, got me all pulling out my teeth and all sorts. And you're just there. Not informing me. No, you need to leave. That's what this looks like. All right, let's move on. Capricorn. Capricorn, y'all. Some of you could be Spanish. Capricorn, y'all. Why am I hearing that? Capricorn, y'all. All right, let's see. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Four of Wands. The Chariot card and the Three of Swords. This looks like a heavy energy. This looks intense. Capricorn, what are you guys going through? This looks very intense. Why? Why would they be in that way? Okay. Capricorn. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Capricorn, there's an energy here. Sorry, I'm just stretching, guys. This stool has no back, so I'm like, yeah. Anyway, Capricorn, there's a scenario where you are having to walk away with a heavy heart, okay? You could be just deciding that something is better just you withdrawing or leaving. So some of you are in the middle of leaving or breaking up with someone. This could have been in the pipeline for a long time. So this could be like something that you felt this way about for a long time, and now you're actually taking the action to depart from somewhere or with someone. You could even view this as a missed opportunity, or this is something that you really, really wanted at one point, okay? Now, by you doing this, there's an energy of there being a line drawn in the sand. There could be a living situation that's also coming to an end. I got to tell you, if you was living with someone, or if you are, someone goes out in them streets and acts single. This is somebody who wants to be in single energy. Okay, this is not someone who's necessarily wanting settle down vibes. This is not necessarily someone who even wants to do that. Some of you do have kids with someone as well, which is the reason why I'm kind of tiptoeing around that, because that could be very hurtful, especially if someone is claiming to want a settled down situation with you. They do not. They've been acting otherwise. This is like playing to everybody that I'm settled. I've got this. I've got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a man, a woman, a husband, a wife. But I also am in the streets, and I like that attention that I get from being in the streets. And someone could have maybe have been doing that, and you're kind of getting tired of feeling like something is vacant or something isn't full. There's something very half about the effort that someone's putting in with you, and you don't want to do half anymore, so you're walking away. All right, that's signaling to someone that energetically something is shifting and ending, and I do feel like someone is going to try and step up. Now, if you do have a kid with someone, if you have children with someone, someone could attempt to use the child as leverage to stay in your life. This would be like, show up to certain events that maybe they were missing from before. This is now wanting to make an extra effort because they see that, you know, you're neither here or there with it, you know, something like that. So a ghost is becoming present now. Someone who was ghosting, someone who was not giving their full energy, is now wanting to be present. For some of you, there is a masculine who has two feminines in their energy. Yeah, they were hiding the fact that someone definitely had two people. And I feel like it's becoming clear to you where someone's energies have been going, and it's not been going to like investing in this family or the kids or wherever that you are with this person. This kind of looks like a settled scenario, but someone's been acting single, okay? They might make excuses. They're at work all the time, or I'm doing this. I've got to do that for the business. I'm always at work. They're always at work, always at work. Someone uses that excuse a lot. I'm at work, I'm at work, I'm at work. To have you get off their back. I'm at work. The moon in the reverse. And I feel like, to be honest, there's a lot of realizations that are coming in as to how someone's moving, especially if you gave someone a lot of chances to get it together. Something's going to happen where you're not going to be too pressed anymore. And then it's going to kind of put a battery in someone's back where they're going to want to do everything now. All the effort that they didn't make for however long, now they're making the effort because they feel like you're done. Okay. Oh, I better do something because it's about to be done. All right. So be careful with those people, because I feel like someone wants to be single, to be honest, and there's someone else in their energy. Yeah, someone may have you, the Queen of Pentacles, and a third party, Three of Cups in the reverse, that you might be getting to know about soon. Aquarius, let's move on. I need to rest. The way I am going to relax in that bed. Ooh. I am tired. I wanted to come on here because I don't know when I'm going to post next, guys. So I hope you enjoy the reading. The Death card. This is for Aquarius, guys. The Star and the Eight of Swords. Some of you are fed up of being up in your head. Some of you are going from being up in your head to not giving a damn. This is like two sides of the extreme. So you could be going through a transition where you cared a lot and then all of a sudden you're not going to care at all. Some of you are about to put yourself first in a very big way. That's what's coming in. You're about to change how you do things. I see a totally switch up of the energy, a total 180 that you're going to be doing. You could be putting your own needs first, your own self first at this time. Some of you are walking away from love. You could feel like you gave loyalty and something has not been reciprocated. Some of you feel like you gave loyalty to a player or someone who was playing games. This could be about a Capricorn. You were being genuine. Someone was being genuine and it could have been met with a lot of toxic energy. Now you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go do me. I need to flip the script. This looks like a flipping of the script, okay? So your energy could be shifting completely, Aquarius. You're going through a whole transformation as to how you feel about something. Yeah, a lot of you have been disappointed. And you're kind of using that as some sort of ammo with the Sun card and the Queen of Wands to get yourself back up. Queen of Swords. So a lot of you are moving away from a past disappointment, someone who could not tell you the truth for nothing. Someone kept a lot of secrets from you. And I see you kind of just moving away from that energy. So I do see a past energy a lot of you are walking away from. Some of you were in love with a player. I don't know why I'm hearing that song by T-Pain. I'm in love with the stripper. You remember that song? I'm in love with the stripper. Some of you, that's the energy. I don't know. But some of you, I feel like you was in love with someone who it was not safe. It was an unsafe use of love on your part. Do you know what I mean? This is not someone who you felt secure with. I do feel like on a new note, though, you will have a decision to make about a new relationship. This could be somebody here who wants to settle. This person could view you as a bit of a hard backside, a hard ass. And this may be somebody who wants you to be more flowing and loosen up a bit. So some of you could still be harboring something from the past. Some of you, you're kind of like, you're defrosting, you know. So this could be like you got your heart broken, someone was lying to you, you thought that it was your be all and end all, you loved on this person, you loved on the stripper or whoever this is, someone who moves in certain ways in the night, in the streets, man or woman, doesn't matter. And you're kind of carrying that with you a little bit, because while you're moving forward, you're using it as an ammunition to kind of move forward, but also as well be careful of not carrying that into the next situation, because I do feel like someone new that really wants to take this serious. Actually, this could be an Aries or a Scorpio that's coming in. They're very financially stable. You're definitely going to see that about them. This is going to be somebody here who is a totally different energy to what you dealt with in the past. This is not someone who you can put in the same category. So for a lot of you Aquarians, you are meeting someone in a completely different energy. Don't sabotage it though from holding on to resentment or the judgment in the reverse, a decision that you feel like you should have done differently or made differently because you was in love with the stripper, you know, whoever that was, Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, the person who you felt like who you now in hindsight feel like you should have given dust to or breadcrumbed, is like, I gave a lot of my good parts to that person with the Six of Pentacles. And you know what? The same way you gave to that past situation, you can give to the right one. Okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. Ace of Cups. I'm trying to tell you, Aquarius, I'm trying to tell you. Ace of Cups. If you did all that, I swear I've got a reading that I titled that a few weeks ago or last week. I don't remember. Was it you? I'm wondering now if it was you. Five of Swords. If you done all that for the one that was not the one for you, a karmic in your life, imagine what you could do for the one that is the real one, you know, your person. Some of you are going to get a totally different experience moving forward. That's very refreshing. Just be careful that you're clearing out some past energy, all right? Even if you're using it as ammo to say, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Go with my bad self. Go with my bad self and all of that stuff. You can use it to hype yourself up, but don't sit in it where you're taking it to new people, you know? Easier said than done. But I'm seeing a lot of you need to draw a line fully in the sand. All right, Pisces. This is the last one, and then I'm going to go make love to this bed. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm going to go get myself showered, relax. And I don't know when I'm going to be on here next, guys, if I'm honest. But your girl needs to sleep. I need some sleep. That sleep is going to hit so good. Pisces. Yes, I'm telling you. Pisces. What do you have, Spirit, for Pisces? We have the World. The Six of Swords. Thank you, Alex. I will. I need to rest. My body's tired. The Devil in the reverse. The Page of Cups. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. Someone is wondering, Pisces, if you can change your mind. This is like the energy of, has Pisces really said no? Could be a water sign. Someone may want your help, Pisces. You're trying to see if they can get your help. That you may have stopped helping this person, or you're holding back from this person. You're not giving this person any energy. Someone wants that energy back. What are they going through? Someone's going through something. The Justice. This could be karma. Okay. Karma for cheating. Karma for taking loyalty for granted. They could have been taking advantage of you. And this looks like karma for another person being in the mix here as well. Someone wants back in with you, or they need your help for something. Two of Swords. You could have this person blocked. What do they want Pisces to do? Page of Pentacles. Be nice. Seven of Wands. If you was a person that went to bat, you could be an overgiver, or you was with someone. If you were somebody who went to bat for someone, like someone could really know that when you really are invested and you really want something, you're not gonna like be stingy, you're gonna fight. Okay. There's an energy here of them losing that attribute of you, and they could have given you very little while you was giving a lot or fighting for something, when maybe you was so, you know, when you're kind of like, say you're in a boat with someone. I don't know why I'm getting this. Say you're in a boat with someone, yeah, and you're supposed to be rowing the same way, and you could be at the front in this little canoe. I don't know why I'm getting this. And you're paddling, you're sweating, you know, you're doing it, right? You're trying to move something ahead for the both of you. And someone is not, they're just being pulled along. It kind of looks like you were carrying something on your own. It looks like you may have been putting so much of your focus on fighting for something, moving something forward. I've got to put this amount of effort in every time. Like some of you have withholding yourself, and I'm talking about yourself, Pisces, holding yourself to such a high standard where it comes to accountable for showing up, making sure you're putting in energy with someone. Like a lot of you were self-aware to the point of maybe you didn't see the blind spot where someone was not rowing the boat behind you. Does that make any sense? Or am I too tired and I need to come off here? That's what this kind of looks like to me. It looks like you was utilizing so much energy and getting nothing much in return, but they were getting everything from you. Nine of Cups, and it's because someone is very selfish. Five of Cups and the Star, and they missed out. Page of Swords. Can I get Pisces' attention back? Or have they walked away for good? They could feel like they've been ousted from your family circle, or your family don't like them. They may feel like if they do come around, they're going to be shunned, isolated. They could feel like people are judging them, either in your family or in theirs, but it kind of gives mutuals or your family. They feel left out of a family. They feel like family will reject them, and it's because of how they treated you. Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's a group of people that don't like this person for you, Pisces, with the Magician. They feel like you can do better. This is like your people, your closest people saying you can do better. Why was you with that grease ball? That's what this is giving. You can do so much better. The Queen of Cups and the Strength card. And a lot of people, there's like, I don't know if this is like a whole group of people or someone that really supports you. This is a nice way to end, actually. Someone who really supports you, Pisces, is really hoping that you hold out for what you deserve. They're really hoping that you hold out for what you deserve. Because people could feel like you was kind of settling here, or why are you going above and beyond for this? Like other people could have been seeing something from a different perspective than when you being in it. Sometimes you're blind. It gives a blind spot, Pisces. It gives a blind spot. When you're overexerting yourself, or you're doing and you're doing and you're doing, sometimes you don't see the reality of your own situation. Have you ever been in that situation? It kind of looks like you were doing so much, you didn't take a breath. You might not have taken stock because you were so adamant that you wanted this to work, only to realize after the fact that you were doing your work and you were doing someone else's too, and they weren't pulling their weight. That's what this gives. I do feel like there's someone new coming in, and I feel like whoever your closest people are, even if you've just got one person that gives you a pep talk every now and again, this could be a best friend, this could be a family member, this could be multiples, because it's giving family or a support of yours, whether that's one person or a group. This could even be spiritual team. Okay, take it as it resonates. They hope that you can see that you can do better, because you used a lot of energy in a situation with someone that just didn't deserve it. They didn't. Pisces, I love you. Hi, Rachel. We made it, guys. Oh, thank you, Alessandra. I appreciate you for doing the timestamps. I've never asked anybody to timestamp for me before, I don't think. But I appreciate you. I'm going to leave that there, guys, because I'm tired. I'm feeling a little bit jet lagged. I've been awake for a lot of hours traveling, so I need to rest. But I wanted to give you that, guys, because honestly, I don't know when I'm going to be able to read again. So I'll be back soon with the rest of the signs. Stay blessed. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Mwah. Take care. Bye. See you next time. Thank you. Bye, guys. I will do a collective, actually. Yeah, I was going to do one today, and I thought, should I go live or do a collective? This would have been a collective, but I just had some time, and I don't know when I'm going to post next. So I thought, let me just hit all the signs today. But I will. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I'll keep that in my my to-do list up there. I love you guys. Please wait for the timestamps. Thank you, Alexandra. Mwah. Bye, guys.